All right, welcome back to my second workout video for wheelchairs using no equipment. And just like Discovery Channel has Shark Week and Daytona has Speed Week, we're in Strength Week here. Before we get into the actual workout, which is just a 15-minute one this time, let's do some warming up. So start with your hand and act like you have a mirror in your hand, and you're using that mirror to look at yourself as you bring your arm up. And I was actually starting with it a little too wide. Try to bring it up close to you, and then when it gets up to the top here, turn your hand over and stretch, and then come back, and then you can look at yourself again in the mirror, cupped in your hand, and thumb up, and do that. And let's do 10 on each side. So I'm, just showing the form here, and comes back up, and look at myself in the mirror. Let's get those arms and shoulder loosened up a little bit here. You guys are probably already done with the 10 on each side, but I'll pause just a little bit here to make sure everybody gets caught up. And then, again, to the extent your body and whatever rods you have on your spine, mine are from T4 to, T2 to T7. I got the titanium rods. But roll your head around, and it doesn't matter which direction you're going now, because you're going to do like 5 rotations of that, and then do the opposite direction. And it's not a speed, we're not running a stopwatch on you now. This is just get yourself all loose, and so it should, feel relaxing. If you got a little tight pinch or something there, was it that you were working yourself too hard doing something, bringing groceries in, or have you just not recovered from the last workout? And then just bring your ear to your shoulder on one side, and hold it there for count of 5, and then tip it on over to the other side. Try to keep your shoulders down. Don't raise your shoulder to meet your ear, but just bring your head to your shoulder. And back, and do like 4 or 5 of those on each side. It's not like there's a certain amount. You just want to start off with everything loose and not tense. So this should be, enjoyable. So there's just 2 motions in today's workout, 15 minutes. I take that back. There's 3 motions. But one of them is just the mirror image of the other. One of the motions is arm circles forward, and basically 10 of them forward, and I'm not doing all 10 now, and then 10 back, right? That's why I confused myself and said there was only 2 motions, right? Because I kind of lumped these all together as one motion, but forward is one of them, and back. And then the other one is it's modified. If you were to Google and watch a video of a man maker, you would see that it's not something I'm capable of doing. So we're modifying it. This is the wheelchair, or the the adaptive man maker. And it starts, you're going to basically be bent as far as you can safely go and still get yourself up, right? And not get yourself up by pushing with your hands on your knees like I'm doing now, right? But we're going to actually, well, I'll do it without equipment first, right? Going to pantomime the do this. So you start down low. You're going to row, right? Bring your imaginary dumbbells up, and then come up and do a clean and a jerk. So we row up to my shoulders, clean, jerk, overhead. And again, when it's overhead, don't have it in front of you here. We want to be activating our muscles in the back. Again, think about you pinching your, pushing your shoulder blades together and with your hands right behind your ears, right? You should be feeling it in your back, in your lats, right? Up here in the shoulders, feel it there, right? And so we row up, clean, jerk. Row up, clean, jerk. And then the reverse is basically the same. Okay, and I'm going to use my 1.5 pound water weights here. Same thing, hold them here, row up to a clean and a jerk, right? And if you say, okay, I got 40-pound barbells at home, unless you got a spotter there, unless you got, your Alexa set with 911 and all that, don't do heavy weights. It's not worth potentially dropping them or hurting, right? The 1.5 pounds is just to make my hands think there's something there, because I'm not a very good mime, right? I could never find the glass wall in the miming classes. So, all right. So those are the three motions: the forward for 10, backward for 10, and 4 modified man makers. Okay? And we're going to do 10 rounds of the 10-10-4. Right? You need a program to keep up here. 10 rounds of the 10-10-4. Each round is 90 seconds. So, it's not a race. Don't, get all hyper and do, because now you're just going to tense up your muscles, but do all those, and then whatever time is left in the 90 seconds before the next 90-second round is rest time, right? And you say, well, I don't need the rest. No, do the rest. That's just the way the workout is structured. If you did the strength yesterday, the maximum wheelchair or push-up, right? You need a day where you have 30 seconds or 60 seconds or whatever the rest period is with you doing the full movement, right? There is, you don't have to get all hyper, right? Row, clean, jerk. Row, clean, jerk, right? You got plenty of time, and then you can rest, right? And what we're concentrating in is safe form, getting those back muscles to activate. You might get a little sweaty, you might get a little cardio thing going, depending upon how much you've worked those other things. But that's today's workout. So I've set up my timer to do 90 seconds, and it'll just automatically repeat when the 90 seconds is done. So get your timer set up, and there's really no way to benchmark this and say, oh, I did it. So, you're basically going to be, well, 50, you know, I don't know how much rest you're going to have on that 10th round, but 90 seconds times 10 rounds is 15 minutes. There's really no way to do it any faster because you always have to do at least, you know, the 14 rounds with the built-in rest. But this is just a good, you know, keep your body active today. Don't let any cobwebs build up. Activate the back, work on form, getting the shoulder blades back, getting your posture, you know, get your chest out, you know, just a lot of promoting good things. So hopefully I've talked long enough to allow you to get your 90-second timer set up. And I'm starting mine, and it's going to give me a 10-second countdown before it starts the first 10. So it's 7 seconds, 6, 3, 2, 1. So roll the arms forward for 10. And then back for 10. Grab my water weights, roll up, clean jerk, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and that's round 1 done. And now I have like, it was like 39 seconds of rest when I stopped. Now we're like at 30 seconds of rest or so. Right, and rest. And even during the, you know, certainly breathe at this point, but you should be breathing during the exercises as well, right? So, all right, we're going to be starting here pretty soon. All right. Forward roll. Okay. 10, 10, 4, right? 10 forward, 10 backwards, and then 4 modified man makers. Don't email me or comment and say, you know, it's a sexist term. I didn't make it up. I'm just telling you what, you know, where I got it. All right. Gonna do my row clean jerk. Row clean jerk. Really think about that form. You're only doing 4 at a time. Even if you use gallon jugs on each hand, that's only 8 pounds. And by the way, if you couldn't do 8 pounds, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, you know, you're not trying to muscle hundreds of pounds over your head. So really think about that form, because that's how you train your muscles to do the right thing every time. So it's telling me 10 seconds till the next start. And again, forward roll 10. Backward roll 10. And I'm going to let you guys finish this up after this one gets done, because you now know all the motions. And we'll see you the next time. All right? All right, I'm signing off now. Get done with the last 12 reps. 7 reps. I'm not good at math. All right.